Every artist really strives for the opportunity to show their work in a beautiful location. A place with walls that really highlight the artwork and allow it to stand out. For this commission, I knew the Aquas Elise Vitrius series would be ideal. The home was in an ocean setting, and the aerial view of the water helped play off of the view of the ocean outside the window in the room. The encaustic and the resin in this series really allows the contrast between the textured areas and the high polished areas to really pop out. The sheer size of the project made for some very interesting technical challenges. Each of the panels was 60 by 66 inches and needed to be constructed of Baltic birch plywood. As with all my artwork, the encaustic or beeswax paints are made from scratch using dry pigments and the encaustic medium, which I then apply to the surface of the image. The thickest parts are the white veins that flow throughout the aerial image of the ocean that are made up with heavy layers of the beeswax, the white beeswax. Even with the large scale size of the project, I find that throwing myself into the tiniest details allows me to do my best work. As with any encaustic painting, each layer is fused with a heat gun or other heat tools. Fusing the white veins is the most rewarding part of the project. It takes quite a long time, and to see the wax unexpectedly move around the surface is quite exciting. With a project this big, there was definitely a lot of hustle and bustle moving each of the panels from one spot to a next so I could line them up. I was never able to work on the entire painting at one single time. The large-scale resin pour took a few weeks. Each panel needed to be done separately. With my particular process, I tend to create a very thick layer of resin, up to 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch. It's this stage of the process where the resin really demonstrates itself as the perfect material to create the glassiness of the water and juxtapose that against the rough, raw texture of the beeswax. For this particular project, I decided to do the installation myself. On site, I was once again struck by how much the artwork had an opportunity to stand out against the stark white walls in the space. The client chose not to have any other artwork in the entire room. This really gave a chance for the intense saturated blues of the aerial water image to stand in contrast to the whites and grays in the interior space.